everyone, Nicole from Baby to Sleep. So we're on part 16, night 14. So we're 2 weeks in now to our sleep journey with Alyssia. Very quick recap, multiple night wakings, feeding throughout the night in a cot in my room. The journey is taking us from stopping breastfeeding, sleeping through the night, into a toddler bed, from the cot into her sister's room at 22 months. So very young to be doing all of this, because until they're about 2.5 years old, they cognitively don't understand the concept of staying in bed. So it's a tricky one. I've got to work hard to make sure I get this right. So where we're at is we don't have breastfeeding anymore. However, she did ask for it this morning and she was pretty determined. I was like, no, not anymore. You're a big girl. You don't need it now. It's all gone. It's all gone. You've had it all. And she was fine. Sleeping through the nights happened once, but we keep getting so close now. One of our big issues is the fact that she wakes up when I go to bed. So as I'm kind of like in and out the room or stuff, getting whatever it is I need, it disturbs us. So that's always a bit of a problem. So yeah, I'm hoping that just kind of sort of dies off. So she woke up last night as I was kind of going in and out. But she did settle. It was fine. Very, very brief wake up at 7 minutes past 2. She has a thing of around 6-7 minutes past 2. It's bizarre. But it was a very brief wake up, and then she went back to sleep, and that was it till 5:30. Going to bed last night was much better. She still was trying to kick off, but I just sat with her and just talked to her and just said, it's fine. You're a big girl now. You really don't need to cry. It's okay. I'm here. And just try to sort of calm her down, because the problem you've got is if she's screaming at me or she's crying at me, she can't hear me. So I've got to find a way to, obviously, and this is the same for you. If you've got a little one, and regardless whether it's sleep or anything, if your little one is screaming at you, they're in their downstairs brain. They can't hear you. They can't just suddenly calm down. So this is where the parent intervention comes in. So we then need to help them move from their downstairs brain to their upstairs brain, so they're in a better place where they can actually start to hear us. So we start to have to calm them down, and then we can say, well done for calming down. You've done really well. I know that you really want to be in your mini bed, or that you really want to be in mummy's bed, or I know you really want to say goodnight to daddy, but daddy's working. But, it's okay. I'm here. You're not on your own. It's okay. I'm going to help you. And it's just that sort of leveling them down, calming them down and saying, right, this is then what's going to happen next. And it's all okay. And that's the thing. And staying calm is probably the bit that's really hard for most people, because when you've got a little one that's really upset, our natural thing is to sort of panic ourselves, because it's horrible. But if we can kind of really understand what it is that they're crying for, what it is that they're screaming for, and then say, well, actually, the thing that they need is me as a parent to be calm and understanding. And if I'm calm and understanding, I can then help them get from downstairs to upstairs, and I can then start helping them calm down, communicate, and then fall asleep in a better place. So that's kind of one of the main things that the sleep and behaviour course is all about, by the way, that I do. Because at the end of the day, you can't just fix sleep at this sort of age by doing what you do with a 15-month-old. It's entirely different. There's a hell of a lot of communication strategies in there, behaviours, understanding the brain. So if you do want help with your little one's sleep with that type of thing, that course is brilliant, and I'll help you for 2 months in the Facebook group as well with that. It's an online support group with me sort of helping and guiding you. On another thing though, seriously, mum guilt galore, or what, eh? I think I mentioned to you yesterday about Sofia with the ear thing, obviously with dad. Nicole, I was like, yeah. What is just treat her. Anyway, it turned out she did actually have really bad ears, and had a lot last night, and I could see the actual red crustiness inside her ear. So I was like, right, this is a GP job, this is an antibiotics job. And the problem is, you'll know this yourself now, if you've got little ones that have had ear infections, they don't give them antibiotics. They give them a good few days to see if it clears up on its own, which is fine. So we went, right, we started with sudden ear pain on Tuesday. It's now Friday. It's not going anywhere. She's still in pain. You can see that it's all red from actually looking outside. So she went to the GP this morning. She's infected in both ears. The left one's really red, and even her throat's red as well. So yeah, so Sophia's now on antibiotics, bless her. So I've just whizzed to the school, given her a first dose to make sure we can really kick that off. So yeah, so that's a little bit like that. And Alyssia is now having a nap. She tried to kick off a little bit today for her nap, but Again, it was very much eye contact, communication. It's okay. I'm here. It's fine. After, you know, because I'm just trying to sort of bring her down. So she's napping now. The smoke alarm just went off. Luckily, she didn't stir, so thank goodness for that. So yeah, so that's just a short video today. Not a huge amounts to update you on, but just like massive mum guilt. A few little issues with the sleep, but you know, trying to get to go to sleep. But the night sleep, not too bad at all. Bit of an early rise, like I say, 5:30, but she'd had 11 hours sleep, so you can't really do too much about that. She'd had a night's sleep. It is what it is, and she's gone down for a nap, and then we'll see where we're at tonight. But the good thing is, bedtime last night was 6:30. Because it was 6:30, I'm slowly starting to manage to get that bedtime that bit later and a bit later, and it'll be really, really nice if I can get that to a 7 o'clock bedtime, rather than it constantly being 6. So that will be really good, and she seems to like her night sleep. She seems to take it more at night than she does through the naps. So what she misses on a nap, she adds into the nights. So if I can get her on 7 o'clock, she might actually be a 7 till 7, which will really help when we've got them both in the same room. So all I'm doing at the moment is really trying to lay these foundations ready for when that transition happens. I was so grateful last night though that she didn't want to go into her little bed, because we're just not there yet. But any recommendations on the safety gates would be absolutely massively appreciated. Right, I will see you tomorrow, and fingers crossed we have a good night. I'll let you know how it goes. See you later. Bye.